Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. We're taking another look here at Decentraland. Man, we covered this one here recently talking about higher highs and higher lows and how it should progress upwards. But now it looks like it's shifted momentum to potentially start pulling back. So again, thank you so much to my community member here, Kratos, for requesting Mana and Blue Zell. I will get to Blue Zell here soon. But what we want to take a look at here is this potential for pullback as well as kind of some bigger picture stuff too. So we're going to take a look at the daily and work our way down and just do an honest analysis here with no bias attached. Again, if you want to be a good trader, stop feeling emotional about coins and being like, oh, this is the best thing ever, and then continuing to get frustrated when the price pulls back when you could have just waited by looking at the technical charts too, right? Something to think about. Anyways, thanks for joining me here. Please like the video if you could, just before we get started. Deeply appreciate that. Helps the channel, algorithm, all that wonderful stuff on YouTube. Also, make sure you join the best exchange in the country, world, whatever, wherever you live. It's going to be awesome. Again, mainly partnered here with Bitunix because no VPN, no KYC requirements. Use my link down below. You can benefit from these rewards here and future trading competitions. I can assure you, once you start using the exchange, you'll start liking it, and it will be your new favorite. But again, if you struggle with KYC and VPN, check it out. All right, so on the daily here, let's talk about the moving averages. And just note that we're still above moving averages. So this is not a bearish scenario whatsoever, okay? We're not in dire straits. We just got to recognize the painting or the writing on the wall that there is potential for pullback, okay? So we just got to be mindful of that. Don't be stubborn. Just be realistic with what we're seeing here. Okay, again, so MACD is diverging here. It's uncommon for a lot of coins right now to be diverging. Most of them are still waiting to do so on the daily because they're so overextended. Mana is a little bit behind that, if you will, or more so ahead of it, right? Because the price action is due for a correction here a lot sooner. This is not a bad thing if the price pulls back. You got to recognize that. If we take a look at the volume, we can see they have the largest amount of volume at roughly 35 cents. Second most amount of volume, if you zoom in here, is at this level here, a little bit higher in the price action. Right here, roughly at about 42, 43 cents. So the current average true range is 43 cents, and that is a case in point where that level could work as a support. But again, the more often you test something, the more likely it is to break, right? Take a look at the money flow index and RSI. It's coming down. That's pretty standard. It's not a bad place to be either, but it is coming down nonetheless. We have a potential swing on the stochastic RSI, but I don't buy into the very first one. It's typically the second or third that I like to consider along with. So I wouldn't love or I don't condone taking a long position on this coin based on the daily analysis. Now, we do have a double bottom pattern here kind of forming where we can see the price action bouncing, so to speak. Oftentimes, double bottoms have success. We just got to be able to break through this 0.5 level here and break this I guess the neckline or the centermost line at that 46 cent mark. So if we can't break that level, then this is invalidated and the price will come back down, okay? So again, double bottoms are all well and good, but I'm still not convinced because if you look at this level here, we've retested this level multiple times in the past. It does look like it wants to break down versus up. We can kind of see somewhat of a pattern here where the price action is working itself into a wedge. A lot of times it breaks down if it doesn't have enough volume, which as we can see, not a lot of volume is coming into this coin here, okay? So by all means, be careful with your trading, but if you can see the RSI is low, money flow index is low. Anything below 50 is not really a bullish sign at all. So again, I'm not going to buy a double bottom if there's no sign to back it up. Nothing else kind of confirming that. We're below 3 of the major moving averages. The 200 is trailing behind at about 38 cents or 37. So that's all well and good, but that's not enough to take a trade. We have a small amount of support below the price action, but not enough. So there's really nothing here that I can see that's really awesome. Also, with Bitcoin kind of being on the struggle bus here lately, I'm venturing to guess we're going to see a pullback here for this coin. We do have a descending trend we can kind of see here, working its way down. If we take a look at the Ichimoku cloud, we can confirm we are still bearish. We don't have an entry here, of course. This does tell us if you have a short position open, you should have closed that too, because there's some momentum. But majority of the momentum is coming down, not up, and then we have to recognize that. Okay, so taking a long just because it's a dip, not the right way to go. Okay. That's not how you trade. That's how you gamble. That's how you want to do it, but this is not gambling, right? At least it shouldn't be, okay? Again, 100x leverage, sure, gamble away some few extra dollars, have some fun with it. But if you're using like a large percentage of your portfolio, you're doing it wrong. Trust me on this. You have to be experienced to do that. Even me, after 20 years, I do not like touching leverage over 10x personally. That's just me. I just don't like losing money. It's simple. Speaking of not losing money, take a look at some of our premium trades here. We took some nice profits here from Gala, 30%, 4 hours on a 5x leverage trade. Near Protocol, 60% there, and Audio, 150. And what was it? Solana, we took some nice profits there as well. So really cool stuff. Again, awesome things there. Congrats to our community members. Thanks so much for the wonderful feedback. But what I'm getting at here, and the reason why I mentioned that, is just to kind of give you perspective that you don't have to use large leverage to get massive gains. 150% profit in 2 months, that's worth it to me. I do not mind making 150% in 2 months from now. So, in New Year's, I'll have 150% more than I invested. I think that's fine, okay? Again, every little thing adds up. Try not to get too crazy and just, have one trade to rule them all. Those are the ones that are going to wreck you. Long story short here, we're under the cloud. No confirmation whatsoever to want to consider taking entry. So really, truthfully, this coin doesn't really seem appropriate right now. And of course, I know as soon as I upload this video, the price is going to shoot up. That's just generally how it works, okay? But you got to recognize we got some resistances coming through here. There's not a lot of reasons why the price action should continue higher. There's more reasons why the price will come down. And speaking of more reasons, this is the last thing I want to leave you with here. And this is good advice, just something to kind of think about. If I would put this on a bumper sticker, it'd probably make some money. Simply put, if you were to understand and think about trading in a different way, you're going to be much more successful. And the statement that I want to make is that good traders are the ones that look for reasons not to take a trade. Okay? So make sure that you understand that going into this. If you're trying to convince yourself that this is a good trade, you're totally on the wrong side. You're totally doing it wrong. Okay? You should convince yourself it's not a good trade, and if it is good, then obviously you want to take it. But we've convinced ourselves here that this is not an appropriate trade. Okay? At least not right now. Again, there's definitely some potential, but it's a hope and a prayer at this point. Okay? So again, what are your thoughts? Comment below. Let me know. Like, subscribe, follow. Deeply appreciate that. Jump on over to Twitter, Telegram, or Discord if you want to become part of our community. Love to have you along. We got some awesome members there. Really significant amount of new people coming over here. So again, welcome aboard, everyone. Love to see that. Thanks again for jumping on over, and really again happy to hear things are working well for you. Hope you have a great rest of your day, guys. Thanks again for your time. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.